really quick, kind of let everybody know what we're doing with the chamber. And then if you want, as I'm going along, if you want to add stuff in chat, this seems to be the way we find that it works the best. And then we can answer some questions. But at any time, if you want to speak or do whatever, just unmute yourself. And, you know, we're really trying to work through how these mixers are going to work. And we really want to become, from the chamber, like Zoom experts, and also Zoom, say it with me, gamers, right, Melissa?
Yep.
We're trying to make this thing fun. If you notice behind me, I have the Sam's Club logo, who's a member. Melissa has behind her Funk Mode. William can't really figure it out just yet, but he'll get there. But what we're doing is we're trying to, at all times, promote all of our chamber businesses with our screen drops, hat for Concord High from Mount Diablo Unified School District, t-shirt with the Moose Club, who's also a member. So we're really, and my mug, Sun Valley Mall. So we're really working at promoting. If you find that you would like for us to promote your business and you have a specific photo or something you want to send, Melissa's back wall goes for $30 a day. My back wall goes for $300 a day.
Okay, so wait, that dropped.
I know, it was 50 this morning. No, it's free. It's a free service. It's another service and an added value that the chamber provides to our members. So if you would like me to put your logo on my back wall or something like that, I've been grabbing things off the internet. But if you have one that's more updated, or a photo that you feel really showcases your business or something like that, feel free to email it to me, and I'll put it on my back wall. We're just trying stuff different, and we're really trying to do things differently with Zoom. And I hope that our members will appreciate it, understand that it's there to, you know, continue to show value and respect for you and your businesses, because we get it. We hear everything, and we're really, if you've been following us, trying to push more of a business-friendly message, not just for restaurants, for all of our businesses. And we kept kind of playing with different things, and this is one thing. Tim will tell you, Melissa will say it, William the same, and I know a lot of you also are the same, that we are on a lot of Zoom calls. Man, I'm on them literally 4 or 5 hours a day. And if you need a tutorial on how to put your backgrounds and stuff, feel free to give Melissa a call. She's a real pro. So, the other biggest news of all is the information about...
Hey, Kevin, if I might interrupt just for a second. This is Dennis Costanza.
Hi, Dennis.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, really?
Hope everybody's well. I did hear, and I'm sure all of you have heard, and I only say this as a precautionary measure, but Zoom has had issues with some of their security protocols. So I think we should be cognizant of that and make sure that that is being kept up with, and that we're communicating effectively to anybody that uses Zoom with us, so that at least they are aware that there have been issues and that Zoom is apologetic and working on correcting those issues. So just as a transparency thing, just to be safe.
Good job, Dennis. I have an email, if anybody wants it, that has links that lets you know kind of what the bugs are with Zoom. Also, Zoom today put out an update, so I would imagine, you know, hit the update, and hopefully that'll clean up some of the stuff. So thanks, Dennis.
Thank you.
Yep. I would say that the biggest thing that's coming across our plate is the information about SBA loans. So, you know, kind of the long and short of it is if you want to look at one of these loans, a PPP or an EDL, you should start with your banker. If you need some additional information, please email me, and I'll email you this great document that Mayor Tim sent me.
I have it, Kevin. Do you want me to pull it up?
You can, yeah. Thank you very much. That has probably the most up-to-date information. I think it's good stuff. Because it's been changing on a daily without question. So if you want me to forward you this document, please do me a favor. If you have my email it to me.
Put it in the chat.
I will
put it in the chat and we can we can put your email there. But if you want us to send you this document, just say your name in the chat and we'll make sure you get it.
Thank you, Melissa. So I think that's some of the big information. The other big information went out, I believe, yesterday about moratorium on your eviction and rent moratorium. So it's temporary. There's a lot of information in that document. I would encourage you to read it. I mean, we're getting information from all over it. But I will say one thing the Chamber we're priding ourselves on is we're really only trying to share like real info, from real places. Oh, Danny got his stuff up. Nice. So, just know if you want to go to our website, there's great resource page there. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and all that, and Instagram, and you'll see stuff. And speaking of Instagram, don't forget, Monday is going to be Margaritas with Melissa. She's also going to put out some information on where you can go get a margarita, but also you can make them at home. So it's going to be a fun thing. It's at 5 o'clock.
You can have them delivered.
Live.
Yep.
So we're going to try it for the first time.
This was inspired by Derek Matos with Empire Barbershop. He went live with one of his former barbers that opened up a shop in San Diego the other day. And so I hopped on his live, and then it kind of dawned on me that that's another way we can start to promote our members is if you are interested in this, I can go live with you on Instagram. So it's one person that I can go live with every time. So if you're interested, just let me know. Just a quick 10, 15, 20-minute conversation, talk about your business. We can talk about just personal stuff, what's going on in our lives. But just another way to get out there and say hi, for the community to know that the Chamber is here for them, especially from the business standpoint. Also, like I said, another way to advertise other businesses.
Yeah, and before I finish my big long talk, if you're on this call and you want to mention in chat the name of your business and who you are and what you do, I might even encourage you to give some contact information. This thing is set up to be a mixer. William and I were having a discussion via the phone yesterday or whatever, and you kind of downplay the mixer just a little bit. At least I did when I started in the Chamber. But you know what? It's probably one of the most valuable things that we do, considering that we make relationships, people-to-people relationships. It's what we're all starving for right now. It's what we need moving forward. And I really am impressed about the network that we have, and we can have real conversations and get real solutions. I would say that the relationship with us and council, especially Tim, the mayor, has really become strong, along with Visit Concord Elaine and her team, John Montag. I mean, would you agree, Tim, that we have moved our relationship one step further along, and it's wonderful. So I appreciate it.
Well, on that note, I mean, Kevin, just so everybody knows, this group, we actually meet every single day. We have an update call every single day between the Chamber, Visit Concord, Economic Development, myself. Sometimes the Vice Mayor will be on there, and a few other partners. We had a chance to connect with John Muir yesterday. So we try to make sure that everybody's in the loop every single day, constantly, in terms of every resource is being discussed and making sure everything is up to date. So.
Right on, Tim. Thank you. So lastly, Melissa, William, Amanda have done a phenomenal job on keeping communications with our membership, as well as us promoting, Concord businesses in general. We have put out our billing. We are asking people to pay for the members on this call. If you need special circumstances, hit one of us up, privately, and we can talk with you about it. But for the most part, we're going to keep this ship running. So Thanks for being on this call. If you have any questions, email me, call me, do whatever. We're totally accessible, not 24/7, but
Close.
yeah, almost. So yeah. All right. That's all I got to say. Kevin out. No,
Tim,
go ahead, Melissa.
Tim, do you want to take a second and talk?
Sure, I can. So I'm just reminding everybody that tomorrow, every Saturday morning, we're doing a town hall with the mayor. I'm just trying to give everybody a chance to have an opportunity. If you have questions, if you want to go through things, this is kind of your opportunity to do so. So we're going to do it every Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. It's going to be a Zoom meeting is how we have it set up at this point. We are looking to possibly make it to where it'll eventually get broadcast on the Concord channel as well. We're going to start utilizing that a little bit differently moving forward. But the goal, though, is just to kind of give everybody that check-in point for the week. This is all the new information. I mean, as you guys can see, every single day, some new piece of information keeps changing, especially around some of the business-related stuff. So I know Kevin's doing a good job about making sure that stuff is being kept up to date. But same thing from my standpoint, I'm trying to make sure we get that information out there from our partners. So if you want to join us, again, it's 10 o'clock on Saturday morning. And the links should be sent out. I know the Chamber has sent it out. I'm sending it out, another reminder today. The other thing, too, is connect with, hopefully all of you are connected with us on Facebook. The goal, though, those are more the daily updates and the things that are going on. Just to make sure everybody has kind of the latest information, because right now, of course, everybody's kind of getting inundated with all kinds of different things, not quite sure. Also, if there's things you're looking for, don't hesitate to reach out to a member of the Chamber or even myself. We're more than happy to chase something down for you and try to help connect dots. So that's why we're here and doing everything we can to help you out.
Tim, who are the guest speakers tomorrow on your town hall?
All right, so let's see, and I don't have that in front of me. So hold on one second. Let me pull up the agenda for tomorrow. Give me just a moment. All right. A second here, it's loading. All right. So town hall for tomorrow. We've got a number of different things going on. So of course, we're going to be talking about kind of all the different orders and the new stuff that's going on through the county. The guest speaker tomorrow, we do have John Muir on the call. We have Michelle Lopez, Senior Vice President and System Chief Nurse Executive, and Tom Greeley. He's the Vice President of Clinical Affairs. They're going to be on the call. They're going to give us an update on what's going on with John Muir, both in Walnut Creek and in Concord. And then, of course, we're going to have the Chamber, who's going to give a brief update about what's going on in terms of small business, and then things around like the Paycheck Protection Program and some of the other loan-related programs that are going on as well. And then we're going to have some folks from our virtual recreation. We want to talk about Concord Live, some of the new programs that are getting rolled out virtually, and then some other city and county updates. Our city manager will also be on the call tomorrow. So we'll hear from her. And again, all those people will be sticking around. So if you have questions, by all means, we can definitely take your questions and go through things as well. And then the last kind of piece to round it out is just a reminder of all the different resources that are available, the different Concord Cares, the food program, the Helping Hand and volunteer portal that we have. Again, hopefully you've had a chance to see those. If for some reason you have not, please let Kevin or I know. We can definitely send you information around that. So that's kind of the big stuff so far.
Great. And then I just put the link to the Zoom meeting for Tim's virtual town hall tomorrow in the chat. So be sure to get it there.
Okay. Thank you.
I see we have Councilmember Obringer on as well. Hello, Carlin.
I think I might be muted, actually.
There you go. I unmuted you.
Oh, okay. Hi. I just wanted to say good morning. It's so nice to see everybody. And I just want to thank the Chamber for everything that you're doing to help support small businesses and everybody for hanging in there. So it's nice to see everyone and feel like we're all still connected, because we are.
Carlin. Elaine, you have raised your hand.
Good morning, everyone. I'm so glad we could all get here together and just have a nice networking opportunity here. And again, Visit Concord, along with the Chamber and the city and the Economic Development Department of the city, have been really working closely, as we said, reaching out to all of the partners, all of the people in the city, you know, unfortunately, everyone has been hit really hard by this, but we are already in our plans for recovery. But for right now, I just want to let you know that we're here for you. If you have any stories, you know, we're really diving into our community, reaching out as best as we can, and we'll continually be touching out to people, just making sure, you know, how we can support you. If you have, you know, photos or stories or anything that will help, you know, shed some light on what's going on. So again, and knowing that, you know, safety is most important right now. And looking at our website for inspirational photos and activities that you can do during isolation. And then really we're going to be working with our fund, which is based on what the hotel tax, what the guests pay. So this is a self-funded recovery fund that we're going to be working on welcoming our visitors back and opening up that visitor center, which we're really looking forward to doing it when the time is right, and just being able to share with the community all the great programs and opportunities that we have out there. So everybody keep their chins up, because we're going to get through this. I'm looking forward to, you know, the recovery, but also right now, these great stories of inspiration between the essential workers and everybody else helping those essential workers, and just fitting day. So thanks again for all the support.
Cool. Hey, I was looking, that's great, Elaine. Thank you for everything. It's been awesome working closely with you too during this. I mean, that's one thing that's been a real win for me. So I appreciate it. As I'm looking through the notes, I see here that Terry is pretty cool. She's shamelessly promoting her bunny trail on Easter. It's 12 to 1. We met with her yesterday. Yesterday was also Liberty Gymnastics background day, which was great. And she has this awesome idea of the bunny trail where people go out on hopefully on Easter, maybe for a little Sunday drive. Some people, including my daughter, maybe don't agree with this, but I love it that maybe people can go old school, get in their car, support our gas stations by going at the pump, use your glove, spray, all the smart stuff, keep your windows up, make sure everybody wears their seatbelt, and drive the speed limit, and go out and drive by Liberty Gymnastics. The bunny will be there, and waving, and go by and honk and do all the good stuff that comes with celebrating Easter from your car for the first time ever in the history of ever. So, hey, Terry, did you want to add anything?
I think just if everybody comes out and drives by, we're going to keep it fairly safe from 12 to 1, just to come out and support and just give the kids something to do. I mean, I know we're all being safe and in the car, but if you're going to go through a drive-through or pick up food at a restaurant, why not swing by? I mean, that seems to be okay. So I think swinging by and waving to the bunny is safe and sound, and give the kids some activity during this time. They're going to be pretty stir crazy at this point. I'm going to give Melissa will get the flyer today as well. We finished it last night, so that can come out through the chamber.
And I would say, once upon a time, kids out there especially, people got in their car and they drove around as a source of entertainment. And I remember doing it with my folks, and my in-laws just took a drive through the Green Hills out by Clayton and Antioch. Again, be safe while you're driving. You don't need to, get out of your car or whatever. But yeah, once upon a time, that was the cheapest entertainment.
These days, Kevin? I thought sideshows were illegal.
No, I could see my mother-in-law doing one, but
Okay.
No. All right. Thanks.
But also, so while we're on the point of Liberty Gymnastics, we're really trying to get our members to get creative with your business. If you're not an essential business, you can still do creative things. Liberty is offering a $40 a month package. It's a VIP family package. So your kids can still be active at home. It's all via Zoom Live, Terry? Sorry.
It's a Facebook Live. It's a Facebook
Okay.
Live. If you read the flyer, I think Melissa has it now. It's going to come out as well. We have discounts for the next birthday party. It comes with a whole slew of things for the rest of the year as well. And we're doing live videos with Coach Mark and myself throughout the whole week. This week was nutrition. So if you just click on to join, and then you go through a whole bunch of stuff through Facebook. So it's private. And then we film everything and put it on. So it's super, super fun. And we've had a lot of good response.
That information also went out in our e-blast yesterday, and it's also on their Facebook, so you can go check it out there. But also Funk Mode, they're starting their spring session. So they're not stopping it. They're just shifting how they do it. So everything will be online. It'll be virtual. But get creative with that. If you're a business, like I said, that isn't open to the public, but you can still do something virtually like that, please let us know. We'd be more than happy to promote that. And we also do have a list on our website that is ever growing. There you go, Mark Hagan. You just put your logo up behind you. We do have a list of essential businesses that are open on our website. So if you are an essential business or you know of one, please let me know and I will be sure to get it up. Like I said, it's an ever-growing list. I do not have everyone on right now. We just started it, but that is something that we want to put out there so businesses know who are open for those essential needs. Oh, Elaine, you're kind of melting into your background. Habib, you are going live on Facebook, I believe on April 16th. Can you tell us what you guys are doing?
Well, April 16th, what we're doing. Good morning, everybody, first of all. So I'm in my backyard. But on April 16th, what we're doing, demo live for everybody. I'm preparing a couple of dishes for people. Like I'm making a mushroom appetizer, and as well I'm making a pasta dish. So then we're gonna go live, and then people are gonna be preparing whatever I'm making in the kitchen. And then they're gonna be making it at home. So that's
great.
Yeah, it's gonna be the first time. I'm a little bit trying to figure out how it's gonna be and stuff. So I'm looking forward to it.
Hey, if it's a new recipe for people to learn, I'm sure everyone would appreciate that by now.
Looking forward to it.
Awesome. Nancy, I believe it's April 16th. And be sure to go onto our Facebook page. Our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter are the most updated resources for everything. I do believe I have that on our Facebook page as well as just as another way to promote it. Does anyone else have any other questions or comments or business update that you want to let us know?
Yeah, hey, this is Dennis Costanza. How are you? I hope everybody is well and staying safe, and I really appreciate all the efforts of Kevin and Melissa. This is wonderful, and Terry bringing the happiness of Easter is wonderful, and all the rest of you that are doing such wonderful things. It's really an admirable effort on all of your parts. What I wanted to do just very quickly is mention a slight change to my membership here with the Chamber. Recently, there was a transition of my membership from 5 Point, which is no longer involved in the Naval Weapons Station project, to Lennar. So my membership is now officially Lennar, and I'm officially working with Lennar, and I wanted that to be transparent to everybody. And I do appreciate Kevin for sticking with us through that transition and making it seamless. So appreciate it very much. That's really all I wanted to say, other than it's nice to see all of your faces, and please stay healthy and continue to do good things for other people, because this is a time where that's really needed. Thank you.
Dennis,
hey, Dennis, thank you. Sorry, go ahead.
Can you send me the Lennar logo so I can update everything?
Yeah, I'm actually working on that right now. I was hoping
Okay.
to get it to you before this so you could help me get it behind me because, um, my partial kitchen back there is really not the environment that I'd like to show to people, but it's all I have because my wife, God love her, is home with me here. She works for Chevron, so she's working from home. So we have to kind of stay apart so we don't talk over each other. So I'll get that as soon as I can. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cool. And Dennis, thanks for being a Chairman Circle sponsor, gold level. And also thank your wife, who Chevron's also a gold level sponsor of Chairman Circle.
All right.
Appreciate that.
Good team.
Just hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I just want to put a note out there because of all this between Luna Restaurant and Fiore. I had to close one of the restaurants just so I can be safe for my family as well. I couldn't be going back and forth. I don't want to get anybody sick or something like that. So I had to operate from one restaurant. So I picked Fiore. It's actually, it's a neighborhood area, so it's more beneficial for me as a business owner to be next to my home and next to, where I have more support. So I've been getting a lot of support from Fiore customers. So I did close Luna temporarily just till we see what's gonna happen next. But right now I'm operating between, I'm doing my both restaurants through Fiore. So if somebody calls to Luna, it goes directly to Fiore. So I just want to put a note out there. And I'm still doing Easter on Easter Sunday. I'm gonna do it as well. They're gonna have a package where they have soup and salad, entrees and dessert for Easter Sunday. Just want to put it out there.
Hey, real quick, is Abdel still involved? Are you related to Abdel?
Yeah, Abdel is my uncle.
Oh, you please tell him Dennis Costanza says hello.
I will definitely do so.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. But please don't forget, we're still open at Fiore, so we appreciate your support. We do sell wines as well. I was very excited to hear that when they're like, "Oh, you can sell some wine." I'm like, "Awesome! We have a lot in stock."
Awesome. It's great. My family had the lasagna a couple weeks ago. It was wonderful.
Thank you very much, Kevin, for your support. I really appreciate it. And thanks to your daughter for doing such a great job for us in social media. Thank you.
So can you all hear me?
Yes, we can, Pam.
So a quick thing, Meals on Wheels has been looking for drivers. And I am an essential business and I am open, but I couldn't do the 10 to 12 time frame for delivering meals. But they've offered another program where you can run errands for certain people who are in-house and can't get out. And so I've done a couple of grocery shopping gigs for them. And the thing that's funny about that is both of them asked me what I did for a living, and I said I'm a tax preparer. And both of them have immediately become clients.
Wow.
Oh my God, this is so bizarre.
That's great, though.
It is great, but it's just really strange. That is not exactly how I was planning on getting new clients, but it's fun doing these errands for people because it makes me feel like I'm contributing, and it also gets me out of the office.
Hey, Pam, thank you for mentioning that. I was going to also throw out there, hopefully some of you have seen, if anybody's actually interested in driving for Meals on Wheels specifically, or a part of the volunteer program, the city's kind of been partnering with Meals on Wheels, and we've set up a website that's kind of like a little portal to help people sign up, either if you need to receive a meal or if you want to offer help. The website's called neighborexpress.org.
Just put it in the chat.
Yeah, if you want to put that in the chat, neighborexpress.org allows you to go in and get signed up, like I said, or if you know somebody that is in need of food, the program will offer specifically seniors, anyone 16 over, basically a dinner meal for 7 days a week at this point until it's a temporary program, not specifically the Meals on Wheels program. But if they qualify for Meals on Wheels, potentially they could get moved over to that program at a later date. But if you also want to volunteer, it gives you a volunteer portal to go in and sign up to jump into some other things that you may want to get into.
Hey, Pam.
Yes.
I just want to congratulate you on stepping out of your box and giving back to the community. And as a chamber employee and conducting the business referral group, we talk about, how you got to be out there and be engaged to create opportunities for yourself.
Yeah.
And Pam just basically, commented how she wanted to serve the community, do something in our community. And, oh my God, she found 2 new customers from her engagement. So as business owners, I mean, that's what you need to really continue to do is continue reaching out, building those relationships. Once this is over, doing it face-to-face, I find that's definitely the most effective way of doing it, but also doing this as well. I'll tell you, I started with the chamber October, about 3.5, almost 4 years ago. I knew one person, and now I know hundreds. I mean, today when I look at the screen, I know about 27 or 28 of you. So it's just getting out there and connecting. Then you'll find that when an emergency like this does happen, you have a name to call. You have someone to interact with, and I tell you, they will talk to you and they'll do whatever they can to help you when you are building your relationships, so in person or via Zoom.
Hey, Pam, can you put your information in the chat as well? If you're looking for additional clients or anything?
I don't exactly know how to do that, but I'll figure it out.
I can also help out with that. Mark Hagan, you have an update for us. Oh, wait, I can't unmute you. Oh, there we go.
I'm unmuted. Oh, now you muted me.
Sorry. Mute word.
Am I unmuted now?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. First off, just to let you know, the Levin is actually still open for business, not in the traditional sense, but our site directors are working remotely with the students to provide them the academic support that they need during this time, because the kids probably need even more because they're not in live classroom settings anymore. And they're still getting homework, they're still getting their classroom assignments from most school districts now. So we're still functioning, though it looks very different at the Levin. And we had to cancel our golf tournament, so that was a $50K hit right there. And of course, we still have to pay people, so it's been a struggle for us, like I'm sure it is for every one of you. And lastly, I just want to give just a health tip. I've been wearing the same shirt for 3 weeks, and I've had no problems with social distancing. It's working.
Do you have your name tag on, Mark?
No, I thought about wearing it.
Come on, man.
I gotta save it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out the background thing. I hadn't used that with Zoom. The last time I tried it with Zoom, it didn't work too well until I chose our logo.
That looks good. Hey, Claudia, you work with Gurnick Academy.
Yes, I do. Yes.
Have you had any students going out and actually working in the field? I know that they opened that up a little bit.
Right. So as of right now, we don't have, we're still waiting for the regulations from the BRN and the BVMPT, which are the Board of Nursing and Vocational Nursing. We're waiting to get directions on what our students can do, because we do have a graduating class that is supposed to graduate in the next week or so.
Right.
So we are waiting to hear what the regulations are. They have stipulated that students, well, soon to be graduates can go in some capacities without getting, I don't know, how do I say this? Without being in jeopardy of not getting licensed, because they're helping out in the community. So we're just waiting for the last to come down from the state and these organizing bodies. All of our students are working from home and taking classes from home. So that's a big adjustment for us as well. And then their clinical sites, obviously we're not allowed, and nor do we want our students in hospitals and skilled nursing facilities. So they're all doing clinicals online as well. So we're staying safe and staying healthy, but we're moving forward. We're still enrolling students for new programs, and I can put our website up on there. So if you know of anybody that's looking for an allied health professional school, we are still going strong and starting new programs as early as May. So
Great.
we're always still registering. So thank you, Melissa.
Great. Thank you for that update.
Yeah, sure.
Nancy, you've enjoyed wearing slippers to work every day. I must admit, business on the top, I've been in leggings on the bottom. Today, I think, was the first day I've actually done a full face of makeup for everyone. So I think Tim and Kevin and William can attest to that. It's been pretty lax the last couple days. Does anyone else have any?
No, you've been great, Melissa. Awesome.
Thanks, Kev. Let's see, who else? Rashida, do you want to introduce yourself and tell us who you are? And sorry, mute wars again.
Oh, sorry. Am I muted or?
No, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. Hi. I just wanted to, good morning, everyone. Wanted to quickly introduce myself. I'm probably the newest member. I don't know. Just recently, very recently, joined the chamber. Had a nice chat with William, I think a week ago or 2 weeks ago. We are the new owners of a business that's been in Concord for actually more than 50 years, Signs That Sell. I'm sure you guys know Ivan Rivera. We purchased it from him the end of 2019. This is my first time as a small business owner. So kind of just, we're taking baby steps. And then of course, the world canceled on us. So we're trying. It's been since day one, a learning experience. My husband and I, both of us, we day to day, we run the operations, and we are just kind of trying to get our, I guess this time is a kind of good time for us we kind of hit the ground running, since it wasn't a business and it was a running business, and we're just now trying to take this time to network and, kind of get to know the community better. We're trying to figure out how we can, as a business, on our signage, how we can provide safety signage, how we can just, I guess, get the word out there that we're ready to help, and we're ready to make everyone aware. Yeah, I'm sure if everyone is familiar with the business, it's a humble business. We have a lot of clients with the fire department, and we work with a lot of different organizations that I'm also getting familiar with. So I just wanted to introduce myself. If anybody has any ideas, as I said, we're learning every day. I have a dozen, I didn't know that moments every single day. So, which is, first it was a little bit, I was gonna have a little anxiety, but I feel like the more moments I have like that, the more, it kind of gets easier. So if anyone has any even ideas how we could help and how we could grow, I'm open to that. I appreciate everyone just coming together. I was speaking to someone yesterday how it's like a big timeout right now. We're all kind of, even though we're all sheltering in place, we're really coming together in different ways. So that's nice. Yeah, so I wanted to really just kind of get out there. And since January, I've been meaning to join the chamber and kind of get to know everyone. And I hope we can, I appreciate the networking chances that we get through this.
Welcome. We're glad to have you. I did put,
awesome. Thank you.
It's Serena, it's Signs That Sell, and to everyone, I put her information in the chat. So the link and her phone number and everything, if you have anything.
We are working on the website. It's a little bit outdated, and we're trying to get our presence. We're working with someone for our social media presence, and so it's a work in progress. We're kind of doing it in phases. But we're getting there. It's all very new to me. I don't have much background myself in small business, a stay-at-home mom for about 20 years. So it's been learning. I think we're all just kind of getting there. So.
Well, welcome.
Thank you.
Diane. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Rashida, do you have the equipment to make vinyl signs, large vinyl signs, 4x8s?
We can. We can make routing signs. We can make reflective signage, safety signage. We just did a couple. We actually have right now, if I can get the image, if I can figure out how to load an image, but we've made some safety signage for the social distancing and just, stop the spreading of germs. We're trying to put together a flyer for different establishments and different businesses, how we can, because we're a custom sign, we can custom make it to their business if there are certain, things that don't pertain to their business, but other safety measures that they would like to, just have put out there, we can do that for them. A friend of mine she has a dental clinic, and so she asked me to make something specific for them, outdoors and indoor signs, so that just a few things. They don't need so many messages, but that pertains to their specific business. So we're putting together a flyer. Hopefully by this weekend we'll get that out. So much information is coming, many different, as someone mentioned before, the guidelines and regulations, everything is changing every day. So we're trying to cater to that and see how we can help, to make people more aware. Not even just awareness, but, you see the sign, you're reminded constantly, things that are not second nature to us yet, but you see, I see when I go out, I see that, lots of people have put duct tape for social distancing, they're trying, people are, so we'd like to help with that, so that there is something that's, kind of permanent, and just a reminder, since it is a new normal for everybody.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Diane, I unmuted you. Oh, wait. No, I didn't. There we go.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
So I have actually 3 things I wanted to ask, and I'm sure somebody has an answer to these. The first one is I've been asked in the last couple of days by 3 or 4 other female entrepreneurs. One is a fitness coach and nutrition coach, and her business, she said every single thing she had booked for April has canceled. And so she's so she asked me, do you know if I'm eligible to get a small loan since I'm an entrepreneur? And I said, I honestly have no idea. So she called whatever the state unemployment was, and they told her on the recording that she was on hold, and it said there were over 1,700 calls ahead of her. So she was going to wait, and then she goes, this is nuts. And so she hung up, and she was trying to go online, but I've been reached out to by another gal who owns a marketing business for like cups and pens and branding, and her business has tanked. So if anybody can forward any information, I'm just getting a lot of female entrepreneurs reaching out to me and asking me, if there's either loans or any kind of financial help they can get to get them through this time. Most of them don't have employees. So that's the first thing. Does anybody have any input on that?
I would suggest
Diane,
Kevin to jump in there.
Go ahead. This is Danny. I would suggest that they reach out to their bank, because
right on, Danny.
It starts at the bank. We have a business department that helps sole proprietors, that helps LLCs, that helps all types of businesses. And that's where you got to start. And then their banking division will usually, and I know HSBC is working through it. I know a lot of other banks are working through it, mostly the risk elements of it. But there's paperwork and information that's been sent out on what's needed. But the banks are still working through on how to get it in process and get those loans to businesses. So I'd suggest that they go reach out to their bank or any bank. If their bank can't help them or say they can't help them, go try a different bank. That it's all in process and everyone's still working it out.
Okay.
Yeah,
I just
Diane,
didn't know because
Danny's,
I'm sorry, Kevin, go ahead.
Danny's 100%. They should start with their bank, someone they have a relationship with. That's where they're going to get the best information. And it's also going to be probably their best option. If they don't have that, they may want to try to go to business.cal.gov business.ca.gov /centers. I'll type this into the chat.
Thank you.
But that's where it's coming down. And there's a bunch of odd information out there for 1099 people, entrepreneurs, self-employed. But I do feel like the bank may have an option for them to carry them through, and they may qualify for something. So, Danny, I love that you say that, because that's the word that needs to be spread. Start with your bank.
Okay.
And hey, Kevin, too, and I'm sure you guys will update your website here in a little bit. But the city just updated our website. We've got some information about the Paycheck Protection Program. If you check Facebook, we just did a Facebook post within the last few minutes. So check that out. It's got the link directly to the SBA website that kind of gives some information about it and gives you a little rundown. So that link can also be shared out. So again, I know that between the chamber and the city, we're trying to make sure it's a quick place to go to be able to find that information. But that stuff just got released today.
Great, thank you. I appreciate all your help. I also wanted to just update you. So a few of my customers as well as consultants are, one works at the NIC unit at John Muir, and a couple of them are in the ER working as nurses in critical care. One of them is a doctor, and their hands are their faces, their hands are getting absolutely trashed. So they reached out to us and said, any way you guys could donate like hundreds of hand creams that we could give to all the employees to take home. So we've reached out to all the major hospitals in Central Contra Costa County, and also any clinics that would be possibly screening COVID or dealing with patients. And so we've got, we're meeting today at 10 o'clock on a Zoom call, but it's to try to figure out how many thousands of hand creams they would need and who because they don't want to be contacted by a person. So we'd have them shipped directly from Mary Kay Corporate, but we need to go out into the community and sell all of these. So it's not a thing that we're going to make any money on, but it's just a way that we can help out. So I will keep everybody posted on that. And then the last thing I just wanted to mention was we have about 12 beauty sessions scheduled for the month. So if you women are bored or you just want to get pampered at home, we put a packet of samples in the mail, and it's just a fun, free thing to do. So if anybody needs some extra TLC, shoot me a text or email me or whatever, and I'm more than happy to mail you some samples.
Great. I did it last night. Highly recommend.
So can I add something?
Sure.
So regarding the loan situation, if people have employees that they're not able to continue paying because of business being non-existent or very low, you can actually apply, and again, through your bank, for loans to be able to pay your employees. And this is the key here, pay your employees. So what happens with those loans that you're getting, if you are keeping your employees employed, that loan becomes a grant and you don't have to pay it back. So there are all kinds of things that are happening that are quite wonderful. So, and I agree with Tim, I think said this, start with your bank because they will be the ones in the know. And the stimulus checks, they're not going to be going out for a little while. They say soon, but you know, that soon is not soon. So, and it's based on your adjusted gross income in either the year of 19 if you have already filed, and if you haven't, then from the previous year. And the limit, if you are $75,000 or less, you'll get the full amount. That's as a single person. And if you're over that, it goes down incrementally based on how much you've made. So they're basing it on that. And if you don't have actually a bank account listed with the IRS, that's okay. They're going to still be able to find out. There's going to be a website where you can just enter that information because they realize this is a major problem. So they had originally said seniors who no longer had to file were going to be not able to get stuff right away. Well, they're setting up a website on the IRS so that will not happen. So just for your information, everybody's working it the best they can. And that's it.
Thanks, Pam. Wendy Moore said she was caller number 959 on the SBA line yesterday. It was about 50 minutes later that they answered, and she said that they were very kind and sweet and patient and provided a lot of guidance. So Out of 959, for it to be 15 minutes later, that's not terrible. So there's hope for those out there trying to go through this.
Yeah. It's awesome. So
a
we
lot
got about
of
4
links
minutes
in the
left,
chat.
Melissa.
Nancy had a question. What do you suggest if your bank doesn't plan to offer the PPP?
What do you suggest if your bank?
So I can answer that also. I've had actually some other chamber members give me a call saying that they did go to their bank and they said that they're not participating, and so our business department said, you know, send their information our way. We'll talk to them. So I think the bank does have to be participating. So if you go to your bank and they say that they're not, you know, feel free to reach out to another bank. I can share my information, or I'm sure the chamber has my information if you want to reach out to myself or my team. I'll most likely get you in touch with our business banking department, who I've been referring all the my leads, my referrals are over to. So just if your bank doesn't, reach out to another bank.
Yep, that's great advice. I think the reason they want you to start with your lender, if you don't have a relationship, is they have all your information. It's really to make it quicker. SBA, the Small Business Association, is the authority on the money, on who qualifies, who gets it. Right? Correct me if I'm wrong, Danny, but that's how I understand it. They're the ones setting this. The parameters, what you need and what you can qualify for, and the ability to lend comes through the SBA. But I think they're just trying to expedite the process by having it go through banks. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, as far as I know, that sounds right. And I know HSB specifically, like I mentioned, we're just working through the different risk factors around, you know, getting those people in and making sure we can get them loans. So yeah, I would agree.
Oh, you got muted.
All right, thank you.
I did put Danny's information in the chat, and I can send out all of this to everyone just so you have everyone's information that we've talked about. But we do have about 2 minutes left, so we're going to try to wrap it up. We have another 9 o'clock, we have a 10 o'clock. We're all getting on these Zoom calls to try to help you guys as much as we can, and hearing from our members. So if anyone has any one last thing that you're dying to share, please let us know. Serena, go ahead.
My company is offering a $500 cash check this month to anyone that wants to partner up with us. Melaleuca.com is the last Go Green manufacturer standing by themselves in North America. And they still are manufacturing hand sanitizer, botanical disinfectant. They've been able to get all the products to all their customers, but also have those products available for new members. So if there are families out there looking for safe products delivered to their house that you don't have to worry about disinfecting because they already dealt with this in China in January, and there are 140,000 customers there and 2,000 employees have not contracted the virus yet. So they saw this coming, they planned for it, and would love to help folks that want healthier, safer, whole food kind of quality stuff into their home. No paper goods, which most of us can't get anyway, and no perishables, but everything else. And especially for the people on the front line that are working, helpful to them, or folks that are, you know, all the essential businesses, or business owners that want to bridge the gap.
Great. All right, on that note, unfortunately, we have to wrap up, but feel free to reach out to any of us if you have any questions, or if you want to be put in contact with anyone that's on this call, just let us know. Kevin's yelling at me to don't forget Margarita Mondays with me at 5 p.m. on Instagram. It'll be me featuring Kevin this time. So join us on Instagram, and yes, Nancy, I will save the chat. I have it set to auto save. Sharon's information for everyone, I will also include that with Danny's and Pam's and everyone, so you can get that information out there. So I will be sure to get that out to everyone that's on this call. On that note,
thanks for everybody. Thanks for your membership. Thanks for supporting the chamber. Thanks for coming to Friday Coffee. really, we're available to answer any questions for all of you. Hit us through any channel. We're constantly there, and we're here to support you. Let's all get through this, and so we come out the other end and shoot the V up, right? So
2 other quick things. We are hosting women's group via Zoom. We are featuring a very astounding TED Talk speaker. We've locked her in.
I can't believe we got her. I can't believe it.
I know. In this time, it's great. And then we are hosting a mixer this month via Zoom as well. So be on the lookout for that information on our emails and on our social. All right.
All right.
Thanks, everyone.
Be safe.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
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 Bye-bye. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.